nutrition is very important for these processes to continue to take place in a living organism. And if this process do not take place again, there will be no sustenance of life. The organism will die. So nutrition is one of the most important parts of the characteristics of living organism. So different organism has different ways of obtaining their materials. This material is a food or nutrient or the nutrient. So every organism has ways of obtaining their food or nutrient. So there are basically two types of nutrition. There are two types of nutrition. The two types of nutrition is autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. These are the two types of nutrition. So the two types of nutrition in autotrophic nutrition, the living organism obtain their food, produce their food by themselves. They have the ability to synthesize their food by themselves. What are the two types of autotrophic nutrition? Autotrophic nutrition can be autotrophic or chemoautotrophic. Photoautotrophic nutrition are often referred as holophytic mode of nutrition. Holophytic, if it takes place in plants, we call it holophytic. Photo means light. So in photoautotrophic nutrition, the organism produce their food by the use of energy from the sunlight. From the use of energy from the sunlight. So they produce their food by themselves by the use of energy from the sunlight. The process of producing their food or their nutrients is called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, which we are going to look at first. So photoautotrophs is a type of autotrophic nutrition where the organism uses energy from the sunlight to produce their food by themselves. You also have chemoautotrophic nutrition. In chemoautotrophic nutrition, the organism uses energy from chemical or inorganic material to produce their food by themselves. Example of chemoautotrophic nutrition. Remember, if organism undergoes chemoautotrophic nutrition, we call that organism chemoautotrophs. So example of chemoautotroph is sulfur bacteria. In sulfur bacteria, they metabolize sulfur and energy derived from the oxidation of sulfur bacteria. The energy here is used to produce their food. Another example of chemoautotroph is Nitrosomonas. Nitrosomonas is a nitrogen fixing bacteria. Nitrosomonas and the Nitrobacter. This is a bacteria that helps in nitrogen cycle in nature. Nitrogen fixing bacteria Nitrosomonas metabolizes ammonia. Oxidation nitrosomonas oxidize ammonia to nitrite. The energy produced is used with water to produce their own food. So this process dey uses energy gotten from the chemical or inorganic material ammonia to produce their food by themselves. The same thing happens in Nitrobacter. We convert the nitrite to nitric acid or to nitrate. We convert the nitrite to nitrate. Nitrobacter. So they act on inorganic materials or chemicals. That's what we call them. That's why we call this mode of nutrition chemoautotrophic. While the organism itself is referred as chemoautotroph. Chemoautotrophs. So this is the process they produce their food by themselves. Now let's look at photoautotroph. Photoautotrophic nutrition. The organism that undergoes this mode of nutrition are known as photoautotrophs, while the organisms that generally undergo autotrophic nutrition are known as autotrophs. So there are two types of autotrophs, photoautotrophs and chemoautotrophs. So if you undergo photoautotrophic mode of nutrition, you are photoautotroph. Example is green plant. Green plant. Example is green plant. Some bacteria, those bacteria that undergo this mode of nutrition are generally known as cyanobacteria. Please, it's very important to remember that in chemoautotrophic nutrition, the process by which chemoautotroph undergo this mode of nutrition is called chemosynthesis. It's called chemosynthesis. So Nitrobacter, nitrogenoma sulfobacteria, as I said earlier, the process they metabolize their food by the use of chemical is called chemosynthesis. The organism itself is chemoautotroph, while this mode of nutrition is chemoautotrophic. The process is chemosynthesis. Come to photoautotrophs. In photoautotrophs, example green plant cyanobacteria are bacteria that undergoes photoautotrophic mode of nutrition. Example of cyanobacteria is blue green algae. Blue green algae. Blue green algae is not the same with green algae or green algae. They're not the same with blue algae or green algae. So the process by which these organisms uses energy from where? Energy from sunlight in the presence of chlorophyll to produce their food is called photosynthesis. Is called photosynthesis.